ka mola and then aba ye go kwa ito a fitla kwa mmathakala lamsa ke madirang into moto.
She obviously had a plan. She came into Kwaito's life as Nkabukutufunan. As much as she came into my life, began an agenda nje. No, I'm tricking my fancy breakfast, salmon, fried eggs. Koto begas good sintefuna nje impilo yam. That snake belongs behind bars.
Why do I always feel gore ba mpharaka molato senke ka o dira? O busheditswe moshomong wa gago. Se mo se tla ka ona fela mantule.
Dumela ngantule.
Ora le tshanta te maputla. Hey, ke swanetse gore ke sepele gona bjale. People ke sepela. Le nagana bjang gore za mo go tlege a fitla kwa Johannesburg University. A move in le Thabo. A ke nyake gore moshimane o bola wa tsotswa kwa Zola. A dule le ngwanako o montšhatsileng. Ene bana ba ba hlokana ba. They need each other.
Fexie fetša o tsena. Ke a lena.
Oh. Hey, Julia, Glasgow Police Station, Scotland.
Ba nyaka
ba re ba phomotše molato o le wa ga Charity Ramabo ka ga a tšhabišitše ngwana ka kwa theeletša monna. Message. New information has come to light and it is now clear that this was a family dispute and gross misunderstanding. Police Scotland thank Captain Malewani, Sergeant Babele, Sergeant Peterson and all of Teflop and Johannesburg subs for their exemplary work, courage and cooperation. The case is now closed. With regards, Detective Inspector Al McGregor. Hey, la ka reno thoma dife. Ai,
le nagana gore ka bana le seabe go se.
Thui. Ha botse fela. Charity le yena se ka no pharama fela phuta diatla. Tlogola monno wa go motlaiša gore a mo godisitše ngwana.
Ke nagana gore ka se mo atlhole ka baka la video e tee fela, Captain. Wa di fufetšana kwa ga gentši. A na le morwa wa gago ene ba phela gabotse.
Mona naro o tseba polelo e re go evil triumphs when good men do nothing. Ka video ele e be e bontšha emotional le mental abuse ya ngwana finish and clear. Ke re nna ge nke be ke se busy ka case ya ga nompomolela ka se sebaka ina be ke tlo thusa yena Charity o. Hey, ke mo thuse gore ba bušitše ngwana wa gagwe mo go yena.
Gape ke re batho ba bo.
Oh, I'll bring dessert.
No, sure. Yeah, it sounds great.
Nke ke kušitše taba ya go botsotse. Melato ka moka kgatlhana le wena e fedišitšwe ka mokgwanong just like that. A woman.
Ke melato fela kwa Scotland malome. Ke santse ke na le amogae.
E ka ba le gore ke kharena di le gore melato ka moka e phumolwe.
A ke tsebe yena o na le influence e ntši. O na le bagwera in high places.
Seo se ra gore koro o ka sa kgona o hwetša Yosefa Charity.
Le ge ka Costa and Amenelek go kwa kaiso yo la carrying through the Scottish court. Ke tlola le yena tooth and nail go fitlhela ngwana ka go ya mogae where he belongs le rena.
A tlanya ka go ntšhela phori matlhong. Charity wena lwela morwa gago. Lwela morwa gago ke tla go thuša ka mogong ka kgonago.
It's open.
Hey, handsome.
Easy.
What's up?
Yeah, no. Ke sharp. O beya keng mo?
Bona, ke be ke nyaka nna le wena re bolele. O ile nagana ka se be re bolela ka sona malo.
No, re boletse ka ntse tse baya so. Oh, so which part exactly?
Well, like in a couple, like an official couple. You know, I'm nervous about it, but yeah, because I'm also excited.
Oh yeah, and what about your mother?
Oh well, Mama's a yes, but you know, because I want to be with you.
Okay.
Why can't you tell me? Unyaka piane?
No. Ke sharp copy. Like, I'm getting sponsored by today.
Good, coffee. Nah, just to relax you with coffee. Coffee old.
Okay.
sugar is everywhere. Aquafresh Sugar Acid Protection all-in-one toothpaste contain a strengthening ingredient that is absorbed to actively defend teeth against everyday sugars. Aquafresh Sugar Acid Protection does it all in one, Mum.
Moms have started to use new Stay Soft Concentrate, and this is the effect.
Thank you, Mom. Thanks for making my teddy smell so good. Thank you, Mom. My blankie smell irresistible.
New Stay Soft Concentrate with microcapsules gives an intense burst of fragrance that lasts and lasts. With such an irresistible fragrance, more kids will be thanking their moms.
Thank you, Mom.
New Stay Soft Concentrate, 100% concentrated for an irresistible fragrance.
Cut. Dog. Calamari.
Dad. Hey, Tubbs. I read your book. Barman, give that man a belt.
When a man starts his day with Nivea Men Cool Kick Deal, he gets
48-hour freshness and protection.
So when you go for a scan, is it a boy? Is it a girl? It's both.
Twins, what you gonna do?
Play it cool. When Sia from finance gets all up in your grill,
What you gonna do?
play it cool with Nivea Men Cool Kick Deal. Nivea Men, it starts with you.
Open your identity account now and get 500 Rand free fashion vouchers. SMS your initials, surname, and ID number to 42777. SMS lines open 24 hours.
Charlie, ke a tshepa gore a wa tlela mo gore o tlo bolela le nna ka mošomo wa o sebe gona ebile o a tseba gore yola mantule le go rakiwa a rakiwa ebile a kenye ke go bolela ka magong
ao nna ke tlile mo go boledišana le wena ka morwedi ya gago Rachel.
nna le Rachel a rena bothata.
Okay, jalo swantse o tsebe gore Rachel o re hloka le go feta go amogela ga gagwe kwa First Medical School. Ga go a swanele go fetoga lefela.
O bolela ka eng?
O tsebe Rachel o amogetšwe kwa vet.
Kore nnete ngwana o le ka o di ene mara kore ngwana ke nta mmagwe.
Mogadi bo go molaleng gore wena le morodi ya gago ga le monwana le lenala.
O lokile. A bo ya sekolong ke tla bolela le ena. Kore ke no go shore ka mohlogong ye yawe. Go hloma bjang.
So, ke nagana re santse re bolele ka the type of relationship e re nyakang.
Re bolela ka yona gona bjale.
Yeah, I mean, santse re ska ba le diphiri right from the beginning. So, wena o nyaka relationship e bjang?
No, you go first.
Well, na wa nthabisa, no? So, ntho ke nyakang go dira le nna ke gore ke go thabishe.
Thanks.
But relax. I could be one of those clingy girlfriends who long go dutse mogolo, you know, 24 hours o nyaka ba lwena, no.
Yeah, no. Hey, that's a relief.
Yeah, ke tla go fa space sa gago. But I need you to promise me one thing.
Oh, again, so.
Ke nyaka o rata nna Mangaliso, like o ratana le nna ke le one. No side chicks, no Facebook inboxes, no Twitter DMs. I get daily little on. I want you to love me and me alone.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm so glad for I feel this ultimatum. It dirile gore ke nagane ka maikutlo a ka like for wena. Ya o rata Mangaliso. And ke nyaka ba lwena. And I'm ready.
For in.
To be yours.
Oh.
I want you to make me a woman.
Whoa, you mean we must? I must. You want to lose your? No, I need a beer.
How? I hope we did that special, ne? Khalimuto, I am up.
Uzokwenza ngo-December? I was thinking ukuthi maybe we can drive to Durban, sikubangena nje kancane beach, yabo, and spend some time sobabili nje. I mean, wouldn't that be great?
Yini manje yena?
Ngizokuvakashela wena ubhizi unaka ifone, ukhuluma nale ntombi zakho.
Hawu Ntombi, mase ngiyini nawe ngikhulume nawe yi.
Then focus on me.
Hayi, yabona ke manje uqalile. Yabona manje into zakho zokudimanda lo ungibekela ama rules ngcono uvaye erumini yakho ke. Hayi.
Okay. Kodwa ngicongisiza. Ungalokhu uze mina ntamba ngizofuna ukudla kanye nempahla eziclean ezayiniwe.
Hayi, andisa. Ngacaba nya game mama nje. Umuntu awuso, wadlaliswa ngama 5 ophe. Zokala yini? Come to papa. Sure lelo. Bheka mfethu ngisasebhizi okwamanje. Ngicela ungifanele later noma izethu wami ngayo. Sure. So, where were we?
Hi guys.
Hi Kwaito.
Kweko.
Kuzomela ngihambe ne?
No, there's no need to go. I'm just here to pack my things.
Hi. Pack your things, must to ungena mase uyapaka futhi.
Yeah, I'm moving out. Can't stay with you anymore.
Hayi.
Man, what's the matter with you? What is the matter with you? And what's the matter with you? From this chick.
Yeah. This one. I'm going to get you. Leave you upstairs. I'm fine. Please look better. Or what I'll kill you tonight. And I cannot go real. Was all I'm fetching.
I'm going to from local generation living in some fit.
But can't go, Lacho.
After a little dangerous zone.
Yeah, the boy. Please just help me.
Baby, vet irate, dinner.
Yeah.
Hi, Leto. Bonjour.
Surely, I get right. And then when what you know Tuesday so? King of bank, let's get.
Excuse me?
Bon, I'm not gonna let this thing happen. What are lady on veterinary prison?
Then you're my baby principal. I'm not getting a guy. Baby, come to me to write it.
When I shut up, boy. Fatigue you, eh? How am I talking? I be you trigger Lizo as well. I to get you and I'm not Chavez girl.
No.
Bon, when get over last time, we play more cute pieces, make already on a long polaya. Which I can pass it.
I'll let us on Mamma go to push out the womb, push on the
walking, please, or else it's a phone, get a phone. Keep walking, Sir.
Okay, boy.
What's going on?
Baby, yo. You'll never believe it. Hey, hello, Ulia, to make girlfriend. They always had to buy time the drama. I'm so sorry that you had to see that. Thank you. Take it in. It's my other thing. I'm Johnny. It's Pagala, ne?
Okay. Nana?
Yes, love.
Did you miss me while I was gone?
I missed you. I missed you a lot.
Ole skimmi, ole lisika, Yeah, fika fela riskimi me out. Never nipile monopoly ni lab fan. Lo me tlotlo ya hago jewa moho ga di table. La crew's gonna take over. Dimana ka se survive the change over. But I proved them more wrong as a soldier dawn. Some wrote songs I kept quiet and told my team hold on. Limoli 15 can tap I'm on the rhyming and follow where the sound lead. And I can do without your favorite beat me. Cuddy peanuts, I'm a jitty water to my heartbeat. Tuana tenyane kasi ba febule mabare bare bampita samane mare ki difita puoga horwala motswako le khete lame. Gile tabuhi kori ya me matarela track like left time it sisi check my man. Now before on try the post ko ba we tolerate it tolerate. Bona fe baba tla khumpeto la di. Bona fe bangwe bare ke rata di. Bona fe banga dile ke ja camino. Bona fe mathata budula sitilo. Bona fe baba tla khumpeto la di. Bona fe bangwe bare ke rata di. Bona fe banga dile ke ja camino. Bona fe mathata budula sitilo.
Asupol Haishodi, it even offers 24/7 advice, emergency and bereavement helplines. SMS yes to 32813.
Great friends, great football. It all comes together with the Castle.
Well, the Nelson Mandela Challenge just about set to begin, but pre-match formalities do need to precede kick-off. As the sides line up on this wonderfully manicured Orlando Stadium pitch in Soweto. The dignitaries make their way out to the stadium. Julio Cisse and Ephraim Shakes Mashaba with a quick meet and greet. Dignitaries will make their way out for the meet and greet with the players from the respective sides, South Africa and Senegal. Include SAFA President Danny Odan, the CEO of the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, Smungile Mkabela, head of delegation for the Senegal contingent, Senegal FA Vice President Abdoulaye Seydou. But a man introducing the Senegal squad to the dignitaries is Karamboji, a man who you may remember for his incredible header against South Africa in the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations. Managed to secure a 1-1 draw for the Teranga Lions against Bafana earlier this year. Eric Toga Castan, the man in the middle for tonight's game, one of Africa's most respected referees of Gabon, in charge, renowned for his fair game. Itumeleng Kune retains his starting position despite a horrendous error for which he will hope to be making up, and he will hope as well that the South African public can forgive the error and try to remember the many positives that he's contributed to the national side over the years. Introduces his Bafana side that sees 7 changes from the team that did battle in the 3-1 loss away to Mauritania on Saturday. But with the dignitaries having lined up, we will continue with various formalities, including the national anthems to come. Also a video on the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to a very special message.
But first,
please turn your heads to the screen.
Here's a special message on the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund.
In the
captains will now read a message of support in aid of the Nelson Mandela Children's
And now a
Fund.
message from both captains.
As a credible expression of Mr. Nelson Mandela's vision for children, the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund was established to maintain the vision, the founder, Nelson Mandela, to change the way society treats its children and youth. Give children roots and wings, a free and supportive environment that guarantees a good future for children and youth. Persevere the African values of Ubuntu, innovation, the family and community. Be the agent for change and an engine for growth through the way we partner with other players.
Nous croyons en tant qu'organisateur qui apprend et qui grandit. Nous reflétons, apprendrons, partagerons et agirons sur ce que nous apprendrons dans un, des autres, des enfants, des jeunes, ainsi que de nos communiqués. Nous ferons de notre mieux pour vivre selon les valeurs internes et externes de notre Mandela Children's Fund. En tant que capitaine, au nom de l'encadrement de l'équipe, je tiens à confirmer notre soutien aux objectifs de Nelson Mandela.
Well, messages from their respective captains on the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. Just
Ladies
reminding
and gentlemen,
us of
please stand
Madiba's
for the
spirit
national
of forgiveness
anthem
as well.
of Senegal.
Now for the national anthems.
And now, the national anthem of South Africa. The late father of the nation, President Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela's memory is still very much fresh in the minds of all of those in attendance tonight. I will tell you that the atmosphere is rising, but it seems just a disappointed crowd that has made their way out. Now, a small contingent of South African supporters in both the west and south stands of Orlando Stadium, while a fairly larger contingent of Senegalese supporters sits on the east stand of Orlando Stadium tonight. With South Africa coming into the tie off the back of that incredibly embarrassing and utterly disappointing defeat to Mauritania. They've made 7 changes to the side that started on Saturday. Dumoulin Kune keeps his place in goal and retains the captain's armband as Anile Ngonga retains his place in defence, the only defender to do so. Daylon Klaasen back in the squad for the first time since the 5-0 loss to Brazil in March last year, and an opportunity as well for Mpumakola to celebrate. It's his debut for the Orlando Pirates man. Alongside me for tonight's tie, the indomitable Tebo Manyapelo.
Orogile Motoweto, Seki Orlando Stadium, Reboso Wetu, the Teranga Lions. Batlamo Motsabeko Ngono, Morajo, Hogara Sonya, Namibia, Africa Cup of Nations, Kalamatlazo, Kwa Namibia, Kwa Ventuk, Me Karib Ndaye, Osanzabuela, Jacob Captain, Makaptene Le Mondosino, Yabo Fellow Africa Burra, Sege Mbochi, Kimakala Balan Chogo, Yananga Takayona. Monayoeme Fagarek referee Ototakane Fatseka Parawaka Kwano Africa, Otogo Anod, Wakwa Gabon, Neutusana Jalo Lebana Bakwa Zambia, Robio Kaselenge Hamogole Bruno, Bonadi Bankata di Topazeno, Senegal, Abdoulaye Diallo, Lamine Kasama, Botlefera Kibatsabiki Batsabika Kwanahing, Ntele Botsabiki Aleno Sifela Yolenkwa Europa, Mobatsabiki Mbano Sheikh, Africa Burra Manda Masango, Tulane Serrero, Dean Furman. Kamoko le Temba Zwane Pumlani Njanga Sebale kwa Bankeng. O Kibasabeko Masube Amabedi le Bonga 21st. The Nelson Mandela Challenge 21st. Jagobona the Toro Talakata South Africa Boro SABC. Tona Faith Mutambi Kamoko le Chief Executive Officer Rethaudi Mutsheding. Baduzi Fapele le Morutu Robin Peterson. UI Teletse Philip the Safa Tail. Me eke bankana ya Senegal. O ke botsabeko wa chaba chaba o masuma be le bonga. Alio Cisse, mo captain was Topaseno. Tama comme le balan de 1990 class of 1990. Yes Topaseno sa Senegal. Ifrem Sheikh Mashaba, first coach as Topasabo Roka Swallows captain player coach. Deka ngwe fela ya kwa Didi. Khotso la lwana ka botsabeko.
One of Africa's top referees from Gabon, Eric Arnaud Otogo Gaston gets us underway. It is the 22nd Nelson Mandela Challenge. It's South Africa taking on Senegal. Senegal looking to claim their 3rd Nelson Mandela Challenge title in their 3rd appearance. They play with the white trunks and green tops against the South African side that play in their traditional green and yellow. Daylon Klaasen looking for another touchback, returning to the side for the first time, as I mentioned, since March last year when South Africa lost 5-0 to Brazil. And he's been putting in some decent performances in Germany for his second-tier German side. Andile Jali being picked up a ball that Daylon Klaasen intercepted. 2 of the European-based players. He's working the ball around with one another. Clayton Daniels earning a 5th international cap tonight, despite being 31 years of age. Looks it out towards the Sundowns man, Sigaye Semashaba. This is Karen Bodge, captaining Senegal. And scored that wonderful equaliser. Brilliant header that beat Jackson Mabugane, who was in goal for South Africa in the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations match against Senegal. The only point South Africa managed to pick up in the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations. Just knocking the ball between one another here. Diawando and young Diagne, 20-year-old, currently with Barcelona, out on loan in the Belgian second tier, however. Just getting a bit of a touch. Senegalese players do like to see the ball onto their feet early on in the game, particularly some of the more attacking players. That'll be a free kick to South Africa before the ball had unwittingly come off the arm of one of the South African players. The error on Daylon Klaasen. The ball struck the arm of the South African right-back Sibonga Nhlapo, but after a foul on Klaasen had been committed. So if you're wondering why there was no handball call against South Africa, first infringement is what proved telling. South Africa pushing forward. Here's Zungu. Back to Jali, losing momentum here, just picked up in the middle of the park by Papa Alioune Ndiaye. Now, Sadio Mane, very dangerous player that he is, of Southampton in England. Although he's yet to score in England this season, his calibre is unquestioned. Little touch down the near side flank, Chekembenge wanting to get involved. So Chekembenge playing in a defensive position tonight. Little scoop forward, a little ricochet of Clayton Daniels, picked up comfortably by Mpomakola. Will be particularly proud to earn a debut for the South African national team tonight. This match looks to pick up a little momentum, being lost in the middle of the park, but Sifiso Vilakazi, South Africa's magic man off the bench generally, earning a rare start for the national team. We're hoping to add to his tally of 4 international goals in tonight's tie. Isn't Hlapo? He's scooped over the top and easily defended by Zargo Toure. Just nods the ball out to safety. Generally plays in a midfield position for his club side, but tonight being asked to play in a more defensive position alongside his captain Karam Boj. And he obliges. Hlapo is working the ball in combination with Gabuza, but the pass back a little too strong from the tall Gabuza, who found South Africa's consolation goal in Mauritania. Alongside me for tonight's Nelson Mandela Challenge. It's been 21 years since the Nelson Mandela Challenge first began, 1994 against Zambia. Tonight the 22nd Nelson Mandela Challenge. Got one of South Africa's greatest ever strikers, Marks Mabunyane, who sits alongside. And Marks, tonight South Africa will be feeling they need to make up in some way, find some consolation for that horrendous and indeed disappointing loss in Mauritania with a victory over a quality side tonight.
It's really on them, Dwayne, because they obviously have depleted the hopes and the belief of a lot of South Africans. That is why the stadium is so empty today. But this is the man that I wanted to talk about, Mane. Look at him when he's on the ball. He's gliding, this number 10 of Senegal. And this is the man that will be alongside Ndiaye. And these are the guys that will obviously have to carry on where the Senegalese left off. Remember, coming into this game, they just beat Namibia.
Yeah, they did. They beat Namibia by 2-0. They are top of Group K, 3 points ahead of Burundi. As Issa Sissoko takes the throw on the far side. He's the older brother of French international left-back Ali Sissoko. Like so many brothers that have chosen different nationalities for various reasons, Issa Sissoko is French-born like his brother, but has opted to play for the country of his parents rather than the country of his birth. Much like the Boateng brothers. Jerome Boateng, of course, turning out for Germany and is a world champion. His brother Kevin Prince turning out for Ghana, the country of his father rather than the country of his birth. Issa Sissoko earning a rare international cap in the right-back position, but it's in the left-back position that Chekembenge has possession now and just feeds inside to Papa Alioune Ndiaye. Regular scorer in the Tippeligaen in Norway, where he played further up in midfield, but a defensive midfielder position for him tonight. Based in Turkey, however. All out on the far side in the first corner of the game. A little pressure here from Diafra Sakho, the West Ham man, and if you're a Liverpool fan, you won't remember him fondly. He scored in that 3-0 thrashing of Liverpool less than 2 weeks ago. As West Ham charged to a confident victory following the opening day victory over Arsenal to start the season. From the corner, away by Gabuza, looks to help out defensively. Zungu with the ultimate clearance.
Don't say these things. You are hating the likes of Tebo Manyapilo and Robert Marau.
Unfortunately, facts are facts. Daniels tapping it forward with Zungu getting involved. He's a hungry player. Bongani Zungu, of course, scored in the 2-0 victory over Cote d'Ivoire in November last year. And what was the South African victory in the Nelson Mandela Challenge. Bouza trying to get into an attacking position, trying to bully the Senegalese defenders, and unwittingly commits the handball error. Possession ceded to the opponents. There's young Diagne, a youngster to watch out for, signed by Barcelona after time at the now renowned Aspire Academy in Qatar. Well, he's been shipped out on loan. You're on the books of Barcelona. You have an obvious talent, and there are a couple of real youngsters that have been given an opportunity by legendary Aliou Cissé. And when I say legendary, bear in mind, Shakes Mashaba's opponent tonight, in terms of coaching, is a man who captained Senegal, Bruno Metso's Senegal no less, to the quarter-finals of the 2002 FIFA World Cup. And they needed extra time, did Turkey, to get past Senegal. Heartbreaking. It's just after extra time it started as well. There is Aliou Cissé. Just a few years ago he was playing. Just over a decade ago he was captaining his side to victories, not only throughout that World Cup run which saw them to the quarter-finals, the last 8, but indeed it saw Senegal claim the 2002 Nelson Mandela Challenge as well.
You're talking about Cissé. We've seen a lot of those games, also including the one Nelson Mandela Challenge. I remember it was also out in Port Elizabeth with Papa Boba Diop. What a solid team that was.
It was a solid South African team as well. Bear in mind, it was 1-1 at the end of that game, and it was penalties required the first time they met. A few years later, it was a 3-2 game. I remember Sibusiso Zuma scored a goal in that game as well. South Africa lost out there, but Senegal, third time they're in the Nelson Mandela Challenge. South Africa looking to make it third time lucky. Bear in mind, 6 previous meetings, Senegal have won 2. The 4 remaining matches have been drawn. In other words, South Africa has never beaten Senegal. Makola taking it quickly just to get things going, but the referee just saying they'd stolen a few too many yards from where the set piece was initially rewarded for the touch on Makola.
That's what I was looking for. Just a pass to Kune, get him to get the feel of the ball, because also when you wait too long, then you end up making mistakes too, and you've got to get him involved.
Well, Twillen Kune, he's no stranger to the international scene. He earns a 72nd international appearance tonight. And with 10 minutes gone in the opening half, as it stands, neither side with too much impetus going forward, and no goals as yet.
Ogorogile mo Africa Borwa se ke Orlando Stadium ke ona lebala remoso wetu mo bosegomba bobedi metshameko ya Nelson Mandela e setse ke fitile masome a mabedi le bongwe rebeletso masome a mabedi le bobedi bosego jwa letsatsi la bobedi kgwedi ya Lwetse e tlhola malatsi a le robedi mo kgweding e leng kgwedi ya ngwao boswa. The Teranga Lions of Teranga Wabitsa Jalo Nagayano ya Senegal Wadina ga tseo di le fare ga dina ga di le tharo tseo di tshabikile di quarter finale e le phitlhello e tona e ka fitlhelwang ke naga ya Afrika di quarter finale tsa tsana sa lefatshe la FIFA. Tla gopola Cameroon di le jalo ka 1990 Arbonne, simply the best. Ke mitsa jalo Sposiso Filagazi Okaleka go baba Arbonne Mbenge Kakwano Mbenge Varialo Tsengwaloto ke bona ba mitsa barake the Lion King Andile Jali Om kaptene Itu Kune Benten Bongane Zungu Sameka Fahare Zungu batla batselenga kwano ba batla jano Sposiso Filagazi adira go tswa go morago sa go taure go ntshetsa kgwele ya kwantle Alwe Cissé bua ka ena ka bua ka bo Papa Diop ka bo Juof santse se gopola setlhopha se le sa go tlhabisa fora ditlhong mo sebologong ya sejana sa lefatshe ba nota fora ka nno e le nngwe go lefela ka fa tlase ga bokatisi ba monna yo mo mofora o neng a bidiwa Bruno Metsu a moa wa go robala ka kagiso Andile Jali Clayton Daniels Selejano ba etsabeka le Mpho Makola Batla Bongane Zungu Batla Jano Fagare Loto Laga Vilagasi Fela Babua Kona Komarajo go seletsa pa Ndiaye Wetsabeka le Mbenge ba pechane Mbenge Farialo Pole retolo ga Fagare tswa jano gape ka Loto la Bongane Zungu wetsabeka le simply the best abantsha $1 million pass abasa ibale Thamsa Nqakabuza Ephraim Shakes Mashaba apere jaaka ba profeta mo tsatsing la gompieno fela ke mo profeta le ene o ya ka dikgang tsa di buile makola dikgang mo tsatsing la gompieno le mo sa jalo gore tumelo ya gagwe tatlhegelo ya Moritiana mo go puditse tumelo ya gagwe gotlhe re lebelle kgwele jaanong ya mo go dae le ka go batla phatla e taboga jalo le no se fetoga go nna goal kick tswa mo Sadio Mane ba tsabeki ba tlhwatlhwa ba setlhopha seno a go e tlosa Itumeleng Khune
Tele ka rotla mo ngopola tsebo ga o bua ka di makwala di khanyeng a gompieno a bua ka dilo tsa sedumedi
motubedi ye boitseganya sekresete mokatisi Rebashaba ka ilwe ke le go la dikgang lengwe a ka jalo gore fela jaaka Jeswana khobotletsiwa le eno khobotletsiwa fela jalo ka mafoko meare ba baneng ba moalela tapeiti e khibidu ba moalela dikobo fana tla tsena ka esele ke bone ba baneng ba mokgoba go gaisa jaanong a re le ene fela jalo re lebelle kgwele jane mo go dee mona yo kotsi ba motiba sa lolo Sako kgwele e tswa ko morago jaanong ka moloto la ga Vilagasi wetsabeka le Mpho Makola ba betsa Andrea Yu pass a ntsha jalo Thamsa Nqakabuza ba ragala Fagare Kabuza ile ena a ragang ka kwa potso ke gore o solofetse mang a ba e befa pele ga yone ko e tla felelang teng tlosa jalo Mbenge ba romela Fagare tsengwa Loto ke the Lion King Andile Jali Bongane Zungu mo tseleng ya ga Makola a gone bogadi kota selo seo se dirileng gore a ba le mo ke dithago tse di ntseng jalo fela o tshwanetse go di isa kwa tlase
ga se dithago tse di leng jaana fela ke dithago tse di leng jaana gona fa o nositse dino di le malwanyana fa Orlando Stadium tsebo ke se na mora a re Shakes ha mo bitsa re I'm expecting a goal or two from him and the others will have to do the rest
Pasolo fele gore tore o tla dira gala dira debi ya gagwe go nna motshameki wa bo masome a robedi le bone 84th column ya ga Ephraim Shakes Mashaba me o dira debi ya gagwe a le 29 years Mpho Makola Zungu motseleng ya ga Makola Zungu simply the best Vilagasi simply the best a go no ka boitsela wa go bua ka yona fela ba ba elatla jalo wela motseleng ya ga Stephen Boji romela kgwele ya Fagare bo e kopana Loto la Papa Ndiaye Papa we romela ka kwana mo go Mbenge kwa morago mo Loto la Zakotore Jacob e tsabeka le mo captain Baji ba e romela kwa pele kgwele yao bientagetse thata e sia Sadio Mane Natatlelo Dylan Klassen. Dylan Klassen. Mutlogolo Brendan Silent. Failoro Sanso Hopola Brendan Silent. Memma Hele Brendan Silent. Batolan Filino. Yoki Ali. Zongo. Watelenjani Tamsak Nagabuza. Oozing with confidence that Tamsak Nagabuza can do the penitentiary no sitting must stop and share no Sabafana Bafa. Me Bawa Tokote Koladina ya Sotla, Kamo so Tamsak Nagabuza, Kaurala Sumela Bonga Boma Itibwe, Utabalemo Sofanezo Selebanqua Cairo, Golando Piratia Hotulana Juana Lestopasa, Zamalek. Batsoka Batsaba Kamo so and Poma Cola, Bomu Flava Chidinho. Tahopusa fell near post Bonolo. Janong Zungu, Bokai Wagare Mbenge, Onole Robel Se, Momokotle Wahazungu, Kajalo Kilawa Tamiu. Sheikh Mbenge. Anabakwa Dakar. Unziba Waneba Soko Mashate Wanakayo ya Senegal wa Dakar. Pileo Morione Pua Jalom Pomacola Pomacola Kianaime Mokeleneo Balaila Horba Quatene Quakala Wisa Hakala by Chulaka Toko Murahoha Toko Yaka Zungu Bampeshane Huaquapele Chulaka Toko Yaka Diafra Sako Kutisabo Toko Diafra Sako Mavastopasa West Ham Setutwile Horaisa Horono Sitten Noya Boraro Catalan de Liverpool Eoma Kuto Jonas Jabeke Yete Langelo Old Trafford Noto Senegal Noto Africa Borwa
20 minutes gone, neither one of these sides with any gilt-edged chances in the game so far. Hacked away this time, not convincingly cleared by Zago Toure. Zago Toure actually benefited an opportunity to play the 2015 African Cup of Nations. Opportunity to join the squad at least, the 25-year-old. Sapo. Zungu's touch, this time a little too heavy, just chipped over the top, and Naliu Cisse watches on. So too Shakes Mashaba, looking rather resplendent in his almost velvety blue jacket tonight. A little touch by Anele Ngonga, although the only surviving defender from the Mauritania match. He starts in a central defensive position tonight rather than a right-back position, his familiar role. Sibon and Flapo has given the opportunity out wide. A little applause for the finesse of Mashaba. Now a little charge here from Gabuza, stays on his feet. Been told by the referee to get up, needed to keep on charging, tried to get the pass away, went down perhaps a little too easily for the referee's liking. We'll see that shortly, no doubt. Meanwhile, free kick has been awarded here as Dalen Klaassen challenged successfully for a ball taken quickly. Here's Klaassen rather, shot taken, snapshot. It did not look as if Sissoko Vilarazi expected that ball to be in front of him. In the end, the ball skewed horribly off the side of the boot. Senegal's defence confident enough to run possession forward. Started by Chekenbenge. There's Kunate. 8 international goals in his last 10 international appearances. He's a man that knows how to find the back of the opposition net. Senegal look threatening. Daniels off his heel. That ball cleared away when it really could have gone anywhere. Kunate looking to apply a little pressure here on Jali. And tugged back the Belgian-based midfielder. But a short while ago, this might have been a talking point. Gabuza to set up the... well, that was the event that happened after. This is the initial event. Gabuza He was looking for that, Marks.
He was looking for it. On contact, he just wanted to take a dive, and he knew where he was. I mean, he just thought, once I get into the box, then I will take a dive, and the referee wasn't going to be fooled. And he was right there. Good referee in there.
Yeah, right on the spot. Well positioned as well. Shakes Mashaba, though, might feel aggrieved. Sergin Karamboj with the touch on Gabuza as he went down to ground, searching initially for some support in the 18-yard area. Meanwhile, Makola picks up possession. He switched flanks with Daylon Klaasen briefly. Here's Zungu. Jali. Sapo on the overlap, back to Zungu. Loves to control matters, does Bongani Zungu. He's got some wonderful finesse and vision off the ball, does the Sundowns man. Such impressive performances for the University of Pretoria in seasons gone by before finding his way to the Giants. Sundowns. South Africa look threatening again. Makola on his home ground, trying to turn the Senegalese defence. Battling away here is Mongma up against the experience of Sadio Mane. He might only be 23, but week in and week out he plays against some of the best players in the world in the Barclays English Premier League. While he's yet to find a goal in England this season, Sadio Mane, don't discount the fact that he gets to play regularly with some of the best in Europe. Just refines your game, improves your game. Also improves the psychological aspects that many of these players need to deal with.
And there are two players so far that really have impressed me with doing the basics right, as we see Senegal attacking here. Number 10 for South Africa, Vilagazi, and also number 15, Sako, for Senegal. I mean, the way he shields the ball, he will always make sure that no defender will steal it. But also Vilagazi, number 10 for South Africa, whenever he gets that ball, he doesn't give it away. Rather, a teammate can.
Except that disappointing shot a moment ago. Speaking of a moment ago, the ball that was played in a short while ago that was caught by Tumilenkune, a regulation catch. It was, I sense, an element of sarcasm in the cheer that we heard from the crowd. Again, Kune makes the save, this time a little more warmly applauded. I think they've got the sarcastic cheer behind them now. But do appreciate the fact that this is firmly in the midst. This is what he needs, Tumilenkune, just to get back to... He knows he's done it 999 out of 1,000. He's going to catch those. And that's the point. Everybody makes a mistake sometime. Unfortunately, some commit the critical errors that lead to team loss. I don't want to pick on Liverpool here, but I mean, Steven Gerrard 2 seasons ago. A slip when you least needed it. That's all I'm going to say. Konate, dangerous player, the Swiss-based winger come striker. It's Mane again. It's worked forward by Benget, looking alongside him, sees Yang Diagne. Man who incidentally is born in Chus, same place as Orlando Pirates. Issa Sarr. A handful of Senegalese players that have made their way to South African shores. Bunakundul now in the books of Platinum Stars, goalkeeper. He's number 1 for Senegal during the Africa Cup of Nations in 2015. Kune has kicked this ball out of play. Claims an injury. This ball away. Ooh. Was it the collision with Clayton Daniels? Certainly Tumilenkune just wants a little treatment here to his right thigh. Kune, 72nd international appearance for him tonight. South Africa's most capped goalkeeper ever. Earlier this year passed Andre Arendt's record of 67 appearances for the national team. He has completed 67 of the 71 that he's started so far. Substituted 3 times and a red card against Uruguay are the 4 matches that he failed to play the full 90. But in with 67 full internationals, has kept 30 clean sheets. Above average, certainly. Some of the dignitaries watching on. South African Football Association's new technical director, Neil Tovey, former national team captain, sits watching on as well. Watching with interest, no doubt. Well, it's been Nkure back on his feet, I can confirm. He'll be ready to get play back underway. It'll start with a throw-in to Senegal out on the near side in front of their own technical area. Seems to be walking just fine now. We're just needing a little stretch. That's it. Referee is saying, let's get play back underway, gentlemen. Take the throw. Sadio Mane just picks it up, throws it in. Diaye handing it back to Nkune. Diaye now playing in Turkey, playing in the Tippa League and in Norway until this past season. Playing at Osmanlispor, which is the new name of one of Turkey's top clubs in the capital city, Ankara. Formerly Ankaraspor. Used to play alongside the opposition captain Karan Boj at Genk in Belgium, but Boj now at Anderlecht, the Belgian Giants. For a moment, 2 balls on the pitch. It's been cleared. Play can get back underway. Really the question tonight for South African fans. South Africa just inspire themselves. Trying to take on the Senegalese side. Bear in mind they imposed themselves successfully on Senegal for over an hour in their 2015 Africa Cup of Nations match before they tried to absorb the Senegalese pressure late on and eventually conceded the equalising goal, 1-1 in that game in their last meeting. But in this game, half an hour gone, no goals as yet.
Motowetso se jaanong ke sone se re se solofetseng go se bona. Re bone go le fela mo go Dylan Klassen ba thulana ka tlhogo le Kabuza. Ke bone go tsikinyega ka tlhogo ya ga Thamsanqa Kabuza go a khotsofatsa go bona tsholetsa tlhogo. Ke tsogile thata fela go mmona tsholetsa tlhogo. Bona thulane ka tlhogo le mokaptene Seje Karamboji le lekgobalo e masisi. Me we emeletse Thamsanqa Kabuza ba re ntode fele mpidi fa go nna jaana batshameki le ena ba gona ba re emella re tswelle pele. Tumele Nkune o tsentse kopano le batshameka morago jaaka mokaptene a tshwanetse go dira. Tsentse meeting le back four yotlhe go ba bolelela gore fa o pota ka fa dira jaana, wena fa o dira jaana dira jaana. Gone gona ke nnete gore back four ya gompieno e simolola go tshameka e le mmogo. Ka kwa letla go le lengwe Khadim Diaye o letile go bona gore go tla diragala mo kgweleng e go eme Mpho Makola mo go yone go eme Jalo Bongane Sonko o botlhoko ka di-set piece Mpho Makola la bofelo fa ke bona tse tsitsibanya mmele ke na kwana santse le kwa Free State Stars fela kgatelelo e gone ga jaana mo nageng no e ka tsenang ga jaana e ka tlisa tsholofelo. Ba go e tlosa kgweleo referee Otogo Makola me fete kota fela fatoko ga kota. Just bend that too much. Bafa, the pace and the direction was perfect.
And the goalkeeper was lost. He bended it too early, but the pace was right. Nothing wrong with it. And there was no ways that could have been saved.
Home ground ya gagwe ke lebala la tshameka faro mo home gaming o mo lebaleng le. Jaanong ke yone potso eno se o ipotsang. Siyabonga Nhlapo. Happy Bade ke mmitsa jalo. Speaking was Topaz a bit best. Tshameka jalo simply the best. Vilagaz. Moela tlhoko ga ke ka mo latlhegela. Faile mautong a gagwe repa o itse gore o tla ena o apere jaaka ene fela jaaka o bona yo Sadio Mane o batla ka kwa monna yo kotsi yo Bafana ga bua ka ene Diafra Sako Diafra ba ko ba khole busiwa moralo ke Clayton Daniels mo tseleng ya Mzika ise Mashaba betse wa loto ke Isa Sissoko antsetsa khole kwa ntle Sissoko la malapa tlotlegang thata mo kgweleng ya dinao re bone kgwele e tswa jaanong ka kwa ka Mpho Makola o e tshameka le Dylan Klassen fa re yalo ya mo latlhegela kgwele ya Dylan rota fa fatshe ga ke itse mafasa ke se bonang ke gore le fa motshameki ya le kwa godimo ga o mongwe fela yo o nang le game time o tshameka botoka go na le yo ntseng a sa tshameke kwa leng gone go sa kgathalesege gore a ke Lionel Messi.
The more you play, the better you get, because you get that 90 minutes under your belt and the confidence comes into the picture. But you cannot gain confidence when you've been always sitting on the bench, or also when you've been on the surgery table all the time. But then the point that I also wanted to bring up was that of the number 10, Relebella Vilakasi, Mosamiki Pelo Africa Borwa. Haka la tabolo jaka okaili ke mone maloba khane ba sameka sejana se le setlhopha sa Ajax. Bogolo ka go na kgwele a re tsa o e latlhe kgotsa re tsa o re jesa ke tsorare mme go e latlha ena ka se e latlhe
bua jalo ka wa ga tsepele tse fetileng e le ena the best player a PSL Khobalo o reteletswe ke go boeletsa that fit re sise o botsa referee gore re mafakae Maudimo ga kgwele go eme jalo Stefan Baji o emele monna yo kotsi o Diafra Sako Shabiki wa stopa sa West Ham ba romela kgwele fare ya Lokune the best of Mzansi ene tota o ntse jang e tumele kudu na mo anegile kwantlele pelaelo epe
he just had to parry it over the bar, making sure that he doesn't make any mistake. Once beaten, twice shy.
Kaswana go atlogote a weditše nna ke mo itshwaretse o weditše ke lebetse ke tsa gore le wena jaaka mo Afrika Borwa fa a dira jaana o lebala ka bonako
go bontsha gore wa lebala o lebetse gore
a tlosa mo kalangwana kgwele be feta kwa thoko ga dikota go tswa mo mokapteneng Serge Mboji Serge Karamboji ne le teammate ya ga Anele